we get to Genesis chapter 6, 10 generations after Adam. In Genesis chapter 6, we've got these angels mixed with demons, sleeping with the women of that day. And the scripture said, verse 3, my spirit, God says, shall not strive with man. His day is going to be 120. Now, God limits man's days to 120, but Noah is already in his 400s. Verse 4 says, there were giants in the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God, angels, came unto the daughters of men, they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Now I want y'all to hear me. Are you listening? These angels and women got together and had babies. These babies are not men. These babies are half-breeds. They are half men and half demonic. And that's where you get mythology from. Let me tell you something. Men's minds do not create nothing that they have not seen. When you look at the Greek gods, some of them are half man, half something else. Now, what I want you all to see is that the prostitute, the harlot of Babylon's purpose is to make certain that marriage cannot be successful. In other words, the harlot's whole emphasis is to make love the issue of marriage so that the female will usurp the authority of the male. I want you to understand this. A man cannot be a woman can't be a man. Which means that my greatest gift to my marriage is authority. But look at our culture. Men are not bringing authority to the marriage. They're not bringing authority to the community. They're not bringing authority to the earth. We are all being convinced to love each other. Seminars for marriage are about love. Loving one another. Teach me to love you. No. I cannot love apart from authority. Because if I do, I have removed its covering. Let me explain to you like this. Your spirit covers your soul. If you remove the spirit, which happened in the garden, the soul takes control, and the soul by itself cannot work the mind of God. Love is just like that. Love, if it's in proper alignment, produces sex, and that will be wholesome. If it is out of order and you do not have God's authority in place first, it will not produce that. It will produce craziness. It will produce wildness, people doing whatever they deem possible, whatever they can think or conceive in their minds. Now you better hear me today. There's a reason why I've been saying to this assembly that the war is over. Here's the reason. Because Satan's system is God of war, goddess of love. God's system is man of authority, woman of love. God doesn't have a man of war. Jesus didn't come and war. He walked in authority. He spoke as one having what? Authority. That's what they said about him, right? He didn't fight. He said, I could have called. I didn't. I walked in obedience. In my obedience, my authority was manifest. In other words, men, there's a God willing to help you when you are obedient that's way more powerful than you building your body and knocking somebody out and arguing and fussing. If you just walk in the authority that God has given you as a man, you got it. If you're a man, you've got it. Don't nobody have to give it to you. You've got it. Now the question is, will you let your authority be taken down by a temple prostitute? Because what Satan did with Eve is still happening today. Brothers, hear me. Let me just help you understand something. I've done research for this. The reason why Satan is targeting Christian men with pornography in massive numbers is because we keep secrets. He knows that if he gets a Christian man stuck, he'll have him a long time because he ain't going to tell nobody he's stuck. So they are finding the email address of Christian men by book purchases and where you visit on the internet, and all of a sudden you're starting to get these pop-ups and you're wondering where that come from, and then one day you click on it. It was a plan of this prostitute, this whore, to get you out of authority and into love. Love apart from God.